Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and if you don't know who I am Puppy Plays 1717. Well, that was my old channel, but now I'm on a new channel because something happened with the last one. I haven't recorded in a long time, but I want to get back into it. Um, and today we're playing Satisfactory. I'm going to be showing you my world. I I will say I have at least over 100 hours, and yes, and I have multiple days in this game, which, if you know Satisfactory, it doesn't come to a surprise. We are playing in 1.2, the newest version, from what I know. Yeah, yep, that's right. Um, Please like and subscribe, and let's hop into it. And here we are. Um, So this is my main base of operations. It's a lot. Just to prove to you that I do have over 100 hours. Actually, I have over 200. I didn't even think I did. I have, if you look at the top one, it says I have 245 hours, 8 minutes, and 47 seconds. I last played on July 3rd, so yeah. It's been a little bit since I played, but if you're wondering why the graphics aren't the best, it's because the game, there's so much happening and I'm recording on that, so it's just a lot for it. So I have the graphics all the way down so I can actually play, which is crazy, but yeah. This is main base of all the stuff. So yeah. Basically this is the top, like tippity top of this place. We have like a little garage area over here, which just showcase some things. I probably will add stuff to it, but we have equipment workshop, the awesome shop, just regular crafting, bam, some storage, just a lot of stuff. We have four, what do you call these things? Alien pockets. We got some teleporters up and walking. If you're wondering why I only have 3, it's because I only have 3 places. These are just extras, so I don't not wasting materials. Making time crystals. It goes far down, just so I know. I'm just gonna let it happen. Yeah, it goes far. I haven't even used all the space, just because of how far it is. Then I have that to send me up faster. It's just using my hover pack is kind of slow, but like, it's not slow, but it's slow in the sense of trying to go all the way back. So yeah. And then I think I'll start showing you the other things. This is the biggest space I have, but there's definitely a lot more of other stuff. This is also my hub. Just over here, and then I have this balcony area all the way over here. There's my space over, and there's that thing as well. That is what I call the supplement, basically. The reason why I call it the supplement, because it supplies all my basic materials. It supplies basic materials and in-game materials. And I just want to say, I think I did so good with this roof. I love this roof. Just because I made it all by myself and it looks amazing. So yeah. But yeah, I decided to go with the glass floor so you can see all the way down. And you can see the train as well. Anyways, let's go to the supplement. Oh, sorry. we have a teleporter there, so and here we are. Uh, that's that the place we are just at. Right over here, I'm in the middle of like making a city, kind of. If you saw it from the home screen of the video, the 1.2 home screen thing, I'm like, it inspired me to just start making cities. So here it is. I've not done much at all, but I made a spot for the space elevator. This is like a lighting building over here, basically for this entire city. This will control all the lighting, just a central area. I'm not using pretty much any of these, but I'm using this. That's for the red lights I have, and this one, which is this area. Then we have cars that get their fuel from over here. Just using basic fuel for now, but a little car blades in this one all the way down there as well. But I have trains obviously, but like I never use the block signals and stuff, so I use that here to make this cross area for that's a different train, not for this, but yes. And if you're wondering why one of my trains is called dumb, it's because I had to do so much stuff with it, and I just hate it. But yeah, then all the way down here. Hold on, I'll just use that hyper tube. All the way down there, this is where I'm making supercomputers down there. And they're supposed to be automatic, but some of the computers are kind of messed up. But it's semi-automatic, which is nice. And if you are a satisfactory player, you might know nuclear power. I do have a nuclear place. Isn't too crazy, but it works, which is nice. But got this area here, and this is where we're crafting the supercomputers. And then they just go into here, into a deposit area. Wait, a dimensional depot. I don't know. Over here, this is where we're making the computers. Basically, I made it so instead of overclocking it, we don't do that, and we just have it like this, and then another one, and then this here. Then this took me about I'd say 2 to 1 week, like 1 week in total, but to like the entire building, like all the glass X frames and stuff, it took me 2 weeks. Next, I am going to show you. And I have completed the game. Hold on. Yeah, I have completed the game. Just so you know if you had that. This is where I originally had the space elevator. Ooh, wait, we get to see the train going through here. I like watching it just because I'm proud of myself because of it. Basically, it skips that one and goes onto here. And I made this little tunnel area, and the train fits perfectly. Perfectly through there. And then I don't, just because of how the trains are set up, I don't think there ever will be a crash. But just in case there is, we have these. Basically, the train skips that one, comes across here, goes to there, stops. I have oil going over there because you need to make supercomputers. You need oil to make plastic, and yeah. And then it goes back around to here. It then stops at that place. And then I think that drops high speed connectors and computers, which, if you're new to Satisfactory, it's a very long process but very fun. And then this train, it goes to over there, just goes like around to the different stations like there, and then there's two more, and then goes back there, comes around. See? Anyways, I will meet you at. Oh, you can see the nuclear facility over there in that little thing. Yep. I'll see you guys at the nuclear place. Yep. Alright. Then we have a teleporter, of course, for the nuclear power plant. I hold all my trophies in here, like all the trophies and stuff. And this is the top floor as well. But I have mind the renovation. I have all the trophies, even the nuts, the golden nut. Which, if you're new to Sans Frankly, the golden nut, basically how you get it is from the awesome shop. You get all the trophies from the awesome shop. It costs 1,000 fixed tickets, and you get the fixed tickets by basically just putting them in here. I guess they're not tickets, they're coupons, but you put in all your extra resources that you just don't need into here. But you cannot put in all resources, sadly. You cannot put in nuclear stuff, like nuclear, well, some nuclear stuff you can't. Nuclear waste and stuff you cannot. I'm not gonna let you see all the stuff. We're going to the bottom floor without letting you to see any of it. Because I want it to be a grand tour, you know? As grand as it can get. I can't remember. No, we are not on the bottom floor. There's a lot of floors. Okay, here we are. This is the bottom floor. Basically, we just do smelting here. Don't mind all of that over there. That's where we burn the nuclear place, but nuclear place? What am I saying? Anyways, the nuclear fuel rods that you'll see later. Basically, this is where we smelt everything. I knew there would be a lot of smelting, so I made an entire floor for it, and it's just the bottom floor. And then this is where we make the encased uranium cells, which radiation warning, because I don't know if you could tell, but it uses uranium, which is radioactive. We learn something new every day, huh? Basically, here's all the concrete, and then this is where we're making the sulfuric acid, and we take the concrete, sulfuric acid, and uranium all to make encased uranium cells. Which I will say, this floor has caused more pain than you think it has. Next floor. This floor, I'm gonna say for last actually, because it has caused pain. Like, so much pain. It took me definitely the longest. The third floor is, in case industrial beams, not really that much, just, honestly, I think this is like less than the first floor, even. But you make steel beams, which iron and coal, and then concrete with limestone. And now, before we get to the fourth floor, I'll show you the second floor, which, mind you, it's crazy. I know some Science Factory players, or some of them, most of them, I'm pretty sure, like it to be like organized. I tried to be organized. I will say I tried, but it just, and at a certain point, it just becomes like I just gave up. Honest, at this point, basically, this is copper and steel beams being made into stators, and the stators, the stators come over here with AI limiters to make the last ingredient, which is electromagnetic control rods. I thought this would be easy on this floor, Mind you, it was not easy. Uh, got more copper. This is over here. I like to say it's the copper wall because it's copper ingots with copper wire. So, yeah, this is what I call the copper wall. It's so crazy that when you're walking into here, you don't even see where the steel beams are being made. Mind you, the steel beams are being made like right here. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. My family got home and I had to tell them that I was making a YouTube video. Anyways, we got Caterium quick wire right over here and copper wire. But you can't even see the steel being made because of the copper wire. But it's being made just like if I. Okay, hold on. Let's do like some playing. So, like, imagine you just walk up here. You see this. You don't even see the machines. Even if you came over here, like here, you can't even see them until you get like all the way over here. And then you have to like it's quite hard to, but they're being made, which is good. Onto the fourth and the second last floor. Which is where everything's being put together. If you probably have seen, all of these things, they're taking the resources up to next floor above this one. And this is where it's. This is in case uranium cells, electromagnetic control rods, case industrial beams, all being put together to make uranium fuel rods, which we have them stacked up, which is nice. If you're rendering, we're making 9. You have these fully overclock with power shards. That makes 1 per minute. So, and then we got 9 of these to make 9. So, yep. And then I'm just gonna go to the top floor. And this is like my trophy room because I thought it would be nice. Over here, if you want to learn how to get the Cyber Dragon, please let me know. You have the golden fixer card, and then just this, which the explore. That's what it's called. Then my teleporter, all the trophies, and then I made this over here, and we have 6 alien power augmenters. Making we have 6 here and then 4 at the main place, so that's 10 alien augmenters. Jeez. And then we get this, and so we're making this much power. We're only consuming this much, so I have lots of power. So, and then down here, I'm gonna show you that next. Well, I'm not gonna show you that yet. I'm gonna show you my other factory, which does not have walls, but that's what it looks like. But this one is to make. Let me just go down all the way down here. Jeez, sorry guys, didn't mean to cough on you. Down here, we are making modular engines, fuels, modular frames, and cooling systems. And then the main thing that we're making is the thermal propulsion rocket. This is a. This is. I can't remember if this was a final piece for the space elevator, but I know it's for the space elevator. I just know that. And the main thing that we made this for is to make turbo motors, which I made it so D is used to make that, but to make that you also need turbo motors, so you have this making that much, and then we'll just having them put into industrial storage containers. This. Oh wait, let me show you where we were smelting all the resources, or I guess making the resources. The rest of this is just making the actual resources, but like the iron ingots, that's down there. Basically, this floor, it's a lot, but you know. We're making, I know, motors and something else. I don't know. I didn't really label these facility like I did for that one. And we also have this one smaller than that one for sure. And then the final floor, which this one I know is making reading control units and stuff, and crystal oscillators and computers. It's a whole sort of things. And then let me show you where we're making all the stuff, which is all the way down here. We So this is like where we're basically smelting. I went with a different approach and did refineries instead of all of that because I don't want to even think about how many smelters and just like smelters in front. I don't know how to say it. We would have to make, and plus I think it uses less resources. It just uses the resource in some water and then you get a lot. Okay. Sorry about that. Here I'm making iron ingots. Here I'm making plastic, rubber, iron, rubber, plastic, copper ingots. These are copper sheets. Yeah, and that's just the copper ingots that we use for the copper sheets. And then over here, wait, that's the rubber. Yeah. Over here, this is where we're making all the aluminum products. Just at least aluminum sheets, and then is it aluminum? And then aluminum casings as well. All of this goes up there to show you the second final part, but and then so once we get to the other part of the nuclear place, I will be there. And we are here. We're back over here from there, and this is where we're smelting the uranium field rods to make nuclear waste. Basically, you take the uranium field rods into water, you smelt it, you get these are fully overclocked, but and naturally, I don't know how much it would take. I think you need like I'm not gonna say because I don't know, but you need it's making 25 uranium waste per minute. 25 times 8 makes 400. I'm making 400 nuclear waste. And if you remember, I said not everything can be synced, which is like putting it into the hold on, the awesome sink, which is to get rid of extra resources. Well, I wished you could just put it in the sink, because then I don't have to have any of this, but you can't, because if I take this, and I try to delete it, nuclear waste cannot be destroyed, because fix it does not waste, so I cannot. But how we can use it is we make it, use it up. It's gonna get loud. Sorry. Headphone warning. But this is we're making it into plutonium field rods, and it was sinking those. Hold on, sorry, it's just so loud. We're making plutonium field rods in the end. Now, what you would naturally do with the and plutonium field rods is that you would smelt it again to get even more power, but then that makes even more waste, and that makes plutonium waste. And then you have to do this all over again with hard resources. And then once you and then get another fuel rod, which is fixonium fuel rods. And once you get rid of those and smelt them, then it doesn't make any waste. Then it is done. But I had many problems with this, but in the end, it's is all good. You can see it's not backed up. This may is like look bad that it's backed up, but it isn't. It's I have it basically. So this goes to here to help this, and then once this little area gets backed up, it goes over here, goes into that. This goes into over there. But just to show you how much problems I had with it before, um, I have all of these storage containers. Well, not all of them. Just like, okay, I have that much nuclear waste stored up, and this as well. Though not want to forget that. So yeah, that's a lot of nuclear waste stored up. But now it isn't being backed up. We do have this just in case if this gets overflow, it goes into the bins, which it has not for a while, but you know, better to have it just in case. And then now I'm gonna show you the last part of my place. Remind you, I have over 200 and almost 250 hours in here. I'm gonna just save again just to see. Yep, this is how much right here. 245 hours, literally 5 hours short from 250, which is kind of crazy. Okay, and then, but I'll see you guys at the end, at the final place of my base. Okay, let me just show you. This is my oil production area. So, let's just go through the teleporter. And here we are. Have this thing, because I didn't really know where to put it. But this is where I'm making all my plastic and rubber. And I'm making some extra power, which I don't really need, but the extra rubber and plastic that I am making, I'm just sinking it just because so I don't have to deal with it. But we have lots of storage bins filled with rubber. We have this, 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 and this. That's over 4,000 rubber. I will never use that much. And then, plastic we have just a lot. Not as much as the rubber, but we have a lot of plastic. And then over here, we're just using the rest of the fuel in this area to make it into fuel. And then smelting the fuel, and then just awesome sinking the resin, polymer resin that we're making. We have a train also here. This is our area to make some more fuel. You can see the train tracks under the water. It's just, it's just a lot. And yeah, I have done nuclear weapons as well as proof. Hold on. Proof. So I have nuclear weapons. It's July right now. I started this world in either February or March. I think March. So yeah, I've spent months playing this game. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the video. I enjoyed the video. See you in the next one. Comment what you want me to do in Satisfactory or any other game. If you want, I mean, on my last channel, I did a lot of Fortnite, and you guys really like that. So if you want to see more of that, please comment down below. Please like and subscribe. I would definitely want to get more subscribers than my last channel. Obviously, last channel, if you decide to look at all, you don't have to at all. Um, you probably won't, but we got like 55 subscribers, which is not a lot. That's why I want more. So, please like and subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye.